Tiger fans, Mark Fitzpatrick, Tiger Club of Kansas City. It's Valentine's Day, February 14th. I'm not in good voice because of my cheering for the Chiefs and Mizzou over the weekend. And our guest today, Aaron Ladd, Channel 41, Mizzou grad from 2018. Aaron, talk about your Super Bowl experience. You just got back.
Just got back from Arizona. As you can tell, voice is still trying to recover as well, but great experience. In the locker room after, Chiefs come back from down 10 points at halftime. What more can you say about Patrick Mahomes? Gutting through the high ankle sprain. It didn't look right. Different pieces. No Tyreek Hill. Somehow still the Chiefs on the top of the mountaintop. Second time in 4 years. Special era. Special era.
When he got tackled right before half, and it did not look good. How bad do you really think he was hurt that second half?
He's hurt, and he was a guy that he doesn't like to take the shot. I know a lot of people are just saying, hey, just give him the shot, he'll be fine. He doesn't like to take the shot. He usually tries to play through. He wasn't coming out that game. He talked after the AFC title game, I'm not coming out of the game unless they take me out. He gutted through and gave him the best chance to win. And some of the biggest plays of that game on his legs, including that run on the final drive.
This was your first Super Bowl, right? And talk about, you went down on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Talk about just the whole experience.
Got there on Tuesday, and Chiefs fans immediately there. They greet you and they're excited, but the expectations were to win the game. It wasn't just about being there and having a good time and buying merchandise. They wanted to come back with the Lombardi Trophy, and they did exactly that. A lot of lead up to game time, different events. You know it's Celebrity Central, right? Celebrities are coming in and they're excited. Just all the build up in the events, being on Media Row and Radio Row. You watch that as a kid, as a student at the Mizzou J School, and think, I can't wait to be a part of that. I don't think it's sunken in yet, to be honest with you. I think I'm still, maybe after the parade tomorrow and I have this chance to catch my breath, it'll soak in and I'll realize, heck, I just covered a Super Bowl.
What will you be doing during the parade?
So I'll be at the intersection of Pershing and Grand, kind of right up there against Union Station. KSHB-41 is your exclusive broadcast partner, your home of the Chiefs. So we'll be inside the barricades, talking to fans, talking to players. Hopefully the players will, ramp up as it goes. Maybe, hopefully they'll start slow, and maybe by the time they'll get to me, they'll be feeling good and not completely over the hill.
Really good.
I'll be excited and can't wait for it.
Okay, you grew up in Georgia.
Yeah.
You matriculated to Mizzou. Tell me how that happened.
Yeah, so I'm from the Atlanta area originally, Stone Mountain, and knew I wanted to follow the journalism dream. Knew that was something I wanted to pursue. Loved sports. Knew I wasn't the best athlete, so how could I stay close to the game? And it was through journalism. So I Googled, literally hopped on Google. Best journalism schools that accept a 2-point yada yada GPA, and Mizzou was right there. And I did a program there some of my senior year called Missouri Urban Journalism Workshop. Stayed on campus, had my first pizza tree experience, had booches, had the whole thing, and said this is the place for me. And did my 4 years there. And I still wish I could be back more often. It was great.
Now I know what the GPA is for J school. I went there, so you're pulling our leg a little bit on that one. Hey, what do you think of this Tiger basketball team and what Dennis Gates has done this year?
It's been amazing. In year one, I remember talking to friends. Alec Lewis is another Tiger who used to cover the Royals here, and I remember, I was telling him, as long as you're just better than you were the year before, I'm good, I'm happy. But he comes in with all these guys, they're competing right away, the undefeated streak, the sellout streak. Obviously not what we wanted from the KU game, but to see the fight. I know they've kind of been going up and down on the road, but that Dre Golston shot has to make Tiger fans feel good. And I really do think they're a tournament team this year. The expectations now are, what are you going to do when you get there? Can you win a tournament game for the first time since 2009?
2010.
Still over 12 years, 13 years ago. Maybe this is the year that it finally gets done.
Last question for you. You started your career after Mizzou in South Carolina.
Yeah.
How'd you end up becoming Kansas?
Yeah, so I was in Myrtle Beach for a year and 9 months, and just trying to pursue the ESPN dream, pursue the sports journalism dream. It was a great experience. On my off days, I got to put my toes in the sand and that kind of thing, but I always knew I wanted to cover professional sports. That was the dream, that was the goal. I had an agent at the time, and I told her, get me to these 5 cities. If I don't get to these 5 cities, I'm going to be so upset. None of the 5 cities were Kansas City. But when she called me with that, I said, of course, it's perfect. They just came off the Super Bowl win. I have connections with Mizzou. I've been here since 2020, and here we are celebrating another Super Bowl. It's perfect fit.
3 years in, I think you've really settled in. Great
Thank
to
you.
have
Thank
you.
you.
Aaron
Appreciate
Ladd, KSHB 41 sports anchor. He'll be at the parade tomorrow. He did a great job covering the Super Bowl. Hey, speaking of Chiefs, our guest next week will be Adam Teicher, who covers the Chiefs for ESPN. He's been covering the Chiefs for, I think, going on 30 years. Hope to see you down here at the Flea Market. More information on memberships and activities, go to kctigerclub.com.